Hello everyone, 0635 here, and today I wanted to do a little review and a bit of a comparison between the Learning Curve Giant Lightning V-Bot and the Feng1 RC changeable, the Feng1 RC changeable car. As generic as that sounds. So of course this one just arrived today, and this one I've had here for a good while, and about some time ago my parents came to visit us and my little brother brought me my remote for the V-Bot, which I completely forgot I'd asked him to bring it, so kind of glad he brought it. So I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all are familiar with the one that came out back in 2007, which is being the V-Bot. Of course, I'm going to be remaking this video again in the future once I have the other V-Bots here, because they're in better shape than this one here. This one was a donated one, and I'll probably be using that one as parts to restore another red and do some little customizations to it, so keep an eye out for that. So okay, so this one here, V-Bot by Learning Curve, made by Learning Curve, distributed by Giant Lightning back in 2007, came in two different colors. Your first generation is the red one, which actually has more to it, and then your second generation, which I think came out in the same year, just later that year, I think, I'm not too sure. That's the black V-Bot, which is your second generation, where they pretty much took a lot of things away from it. So I'll go ahead and say this now. Between the difference between the first and second generation of the V-Bot is, with the red one, it actually has like hubcaps, which are the sides of the back of the wheels, which I will show that. And of course, both sides light up. The arms are actually able to bend at the elbow on the first gen. Later in the second one, they removed that feature. Originally, V-Bot, well, in this one, V-Bot's eyes are red and green, while the other V-Bot, the black one, I think has them red. Which I always used to think was kind of weird, but now it makes more sense with it. What else? Headlights, I think on this one has white headlights, and then on the remake, well, the black one has it green. Which is a very odd, very odd choice. And of course, other than the first and the second one, they both have the auxiliary so you can play your music. Oh, another thing, this one does have a Try Me function in the box, the other one does not. Which I think the back cover for the black one does have a hole for where the connector would go and a slot. And of course, since the black V-Bot Ion was configured to be a first gen, so it's a hybrid, it does have all that enabled. Sorry about that, guys. I yawn a lot when I talk too much on videos. But whatchamacallit. So that's about everything with that one. Now we go to the Feng1 RC changeable car, which of course is just a perfect copy of the original V-Bot. This one's called fake V-Bot because it's much easier. So with this one, you got three different generations. Your first generation, between the first and second, everything's the same except the batteries. First one uses 6C batteries like the original, like the real one, and then your second generation uses two rechargeable battery packs that each contain AA's in them, but they're rechargeable AA's. And then in your third gen, what makes the third gen different is it's a more solid color, which I will point that out once this one here is in robot mode. But with your solid colors, you got like a solid blue with silver, and you got a solid red with silver. Very plain. And those ones did take the same thing. They were rechargeable batteries. Although I have yet to see a video of what it does, but I do know for a fact the programming is different, especially in the GIF that is shown on the website, where when it when it's done transforming, it lifts both of its arms up and it waves. It kind of does like a bit of a air karate chop type thing, which neither of these do, so they definitely changed the programming. So now let's get on to these two V-Bots. So something is interesting is, while I was playing with both of these at the same time, yeah, this one is a perfect copy of this, with the only difference of no auxiliary on this one. This one just has lights. Head's different. Some designs are different. But when you get to actions and movements, especially the dances, this one's dances are copied from this one, just in a different order and different music. Although with the real V-Bot, your C button dances, but there's no music, while as your C button for this one does have music. And I will be going through the names of the songs of this one. So, let's start with the controller. This is the V-Bot's controller, which, ignore the antenna, I can't find my actual antenna for this, so I'm just using some random piece of wire, spring thingy. So this is the V-Bot's remote. You got your up, down, left and right, on-off switch, power light, A button, B button, C button, and transformation button. You got your action buttons at the bottom. 1, 2, oh wait. Oh, interesting enough. Okay, it is 6. 1 to 6. And this is your traditional, kind of like game controller style controller where it takes one 9-volt battery. Now it's RC changeable car. You got more like a bit of a steering wheel type controller with literally steering wheels as your thumb grips. On-off switches on the back, and this takes 3 AA batteries instead of your 9 volts. And you got your transforming button, which is the key. A button, B button, C button, which are your dance demos, and then 1 through 6 are your action buttons. Now, are they compatible with each other's remotes? Unfortunately, they are not. I kind of wish they were, but they are not. With the first changeable car I got, which was the 6C battery version, I was hoping this remote would work with it because it's like, you know what, they're both 27 megahertz. It should work. No, it does not work at all. So if you ever get this one, good luck finding a remote, because honestly, when I first got mine, I was hoping maybe someone would have a spare remote or another car itself they could sell me with the remote, and I'll be fine with having 2 cars. No, no one had it. I could not find one for sale at all. This one was just by pure luck. Absolutely pure luck. Alright, so where do we begin? Let's go with the looks of the cars. Of course, this isn't really much of a fair comparison because this one is missing a lot of stuff, but if you guys want a reference, just look up Johnny Lightning V-Bot or the V-Bot. Anything, you should be able to find photos and you'll be able to see what this one has. This one's missing the grill and the wings, or should I say the doors in this case. So let's start off with the front. Your headlights are very different. My girlfriend pointed this out, where the V-Bot's headlights are more like sharp, and then changeable cars is more like round. As you can see there, this one you actually have silver lining for it, and this one you got chrome. Of course, this is Fing 1, it's a bootleg. You're gonna have lots of chrome, one way or another. Another difference is the top. You got your vents up here, while this one has its vent like this, which is kind of interesting. Wing-wise, they're, I think, a little different. Of course, this one has your bars at the top, back and front. This one has no bars at all. Another difference, if you look at the front, you can see where it almost looks like would be your running lights over here. As you can see, they're a different shape and painted silver, while this one's running lights would be right here, and they're more like a ovally shaped, but of course they're not painted. Let's see here. Bottom wise, nothing too different on the bottom of them, other than the fact you got a slot down there. Your switch, your on and off switch is in the same spot, so there we go. Now let's take a look at the back of the car. Alright, so in the back of your car, you got your wheels, you got your rubber supports. You can see the back is still very much different. Even your back lights are different. Well, your rear lights, I mean, those don't light up. Would have been cool if they did. But you see they're kind of more like, it's actually more detailed in the back with your back lights. As to this one, I just realized this one's missing a cap right here. There's not much detail for it there. Not much of a light or anything. Alright, so now let's go on to power it on. Hopefully this one can survive a good bit, because this one's rechargeable batteries are not the best, so I'm going to have to replace them or buy new ones or something. Thankfully they're common, but they're not cheap. Like for one pack, for some reason, thanks China, we'll only sell one, just one pack, well, one set of the rechargeable pack for like about $6 from China. I can't find them in the U.S., so that's great. $6 for a single battery pack. So for two, it's like about $12. So it's like great. And unfortunately, I cannot convert it to use regular batteries because that's another difference. As this one uses rechargeable batteries, the whole bottom portion is different. So, like I said, this video will be remade again in the future once I have the other V-Bots, so then I can compare both real ones to both versions of the fake ones. Because, like I said, the other one's different from this one. Anyways, let's turn on the cars. If I can find a switch. Okay, as you can see, your lights immediately come up on the front. And this one's lights do not come on. The lights for the front only come on when it's moving in any direction. Of course, you got your cool flashy lights. With this one, you have a single green LED. While it's over here, you got a cool RB LED. And also, you can look at the rims. Very much different. Looks more kind of like car-like, like I don't know, not so much gangster car. I don't know what exactly to call that. And this one, you got your more crazy rim. Yeah, very interesting. And when I asked my girlfriend's opinion on what she thought these cars were based off, one of the ones is being a Scion. A Scion mixed with like a few other car models. So yeah, which I can see that. Chunky cars. Anyway, so we can turn the remotes. Solid red light on the V-Bots. And you get a blinking light on the changeable car, which is funny because on V-Bots remote, if your 9 volts low, that light will start blinking. As with this one, it's always blinking, which confused me for a bit, but it's a fake one. Alright, so when we get to transformation, I'm going to have to help this one because this one only has one support. Poor thing, has been through a lot. I've never seen a V-Bot in such worse shape. So, let's get him transformed. Okay, as you see, once he's transformed, he will just glide forward and just throw his arms in the air. Like he don't care. Now, this changeable car. Actually, let's give him over. Because this one does have wings. So the first song this one's going to play is A Call to Arms. From, I think... I'm trying to remember the name of it. It wasn't League of Legends. It was a different one. World of Warcraft, there we go, thank you. And so it's really cool. This thing uses copyright songs, but they're good copyright songs. Without further ado, here's his transformation. And there you go. You got the transformation sequence. This one is, of course, much louder than that one, which I'm not sure why, but, it's a bootleg, literally. So now, as you can see, I'm in robot mode. Of course, they both stand exactly the same height. No differences in heights, but now we can go to look at the details of the legs. You can see within the legs and the crotch area, you got some blue and silver. Whilst this one, the design is much different, but you also got your silver and black, which is pretty cool. And arm wise, there's some details to the arms. Of course, I think it's super dirty. See there, black hands. Well, it's funny because this one actually only has like 3 fingers, so you got like, not sure what character is out there has like 3 fingers. While this one, you actually have fingers, which is kind of interesting. Finger one actually put a little extra to this. Believe me, Finger would put a little more extra into this one, which is funny because this was a bootleg of this one. But they're still both cool in their own way. Of course, they're both pretty faulty in their own terms, but they're still great robots. I still appreciate them for their existence. Alright, so as you can see, this one has a more of a like Transformers type head. Chrome red with gold chrome, which is pretty freaking cool. And of course, you got a very bright blue LED, which I don't know why it's so bright. And you got two solid red LEDs at the top. Whilst V-Bot has a more like interesting robot head with a speaker at the top because, you know, since he's a bit of a, how do I say it, another accessory for iPod Touch at the time. If you had an iPod and this, then you got a good duo for it too, and that's why he, I don't know. It was an era where every toy, like the iDogs, is everything with your iPod, MP3 player, whatever. It was one of those accessories. I mean, if you had a fancy gadget, you might as well have this fella to go with it and make it blare out your music with its itty bitty speaker, which I don't know how big this one's speaker is, but again, it's freaking loud. It's, I don't know. Okay. Anyways, so as you can see, he's just constantly there blinking. This one is just chilling. Alright, so I'm gonna grab the remotes and we're gonna go through their action commands one at a time. I'm gonna get back a bit so I don't get hit. So let's do button 1 on V-Bot. Okay. He kind of goes more further back than him. Although what's weird is the fact that that makes him go forward, but that makes him go backwards. I don't understand it that much. Okay, let me bring him forward. The V-Bot Karate Chop, or whatever they called it. Which is funny, because that makes him turn, but this one goes straight forward. So there is some definite differences in the programming. Nope, wrong button. Oh, what the? No one told you to transform. Stop. No one told you to transform. Okay, ever since I got this one's been acting weird. Actually, they've both been acting weird.
Pretty sure he's scared he's getting replaced. I'm just kidding.
Pretty sure. Alright, so where were we at? We were at... Oh, I thought it was V-Bot again. Okay, let's do button number 5. So this one's arms are supposed to move a lot more, but I think given the fact that this thing was sealed in the box for who knows how many years, it's still kind of trying to warm up those motors. Now let's go to do the whee! Solid. Now it's like make you go wee. Solid. Now with turning, this is what's weird. To make him go this way, he turns that way. If I do it with him, he goes the opposite direction. Very weird. Very weird indeed. Alright, so now here's where we get to the more interesting parts, and that being the demos. And hopefully he can survive these next bits. So it never occurred to me that the dances that he has, he copied them too. Well, I know you didn't do it. I don't even have another remote. I find it weird that this one's activating, but yet this one isn't. I don't think so. Alright, so as I was saying, so even though they have different music, this one only has 2 songs. This one has 3. For some reason, button C has no audio, which I think is just for your music player, just to dance along with it. But every dance this one does is identical to him, and I never realized that. So I'm going to be playing them individually, and then I'll see if I can pair them up. Somehow. I didn't touch you, what the heck. Anyways, let's go with the first demo, which we'll make sure it's A.
Are you
Yep.
supposed to just base things on his idol or something?
No. Alright, so that was button A. And now with him, his button A is literally the end credits to the Transformers G1 cartoon series, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys will find this one familiar. Okay. Beautiful. Smooth use. Alright. And now button B. Cool. Alright. This one's heavy just because he runs on 6C batteries, while this one's like barely anything. Now button B and C are the same song, just different sections. The button B, well, the song is Dreamtale's song called The Dawn, which was a very popular song, and I'm very surprised this was put in a toy like this, but I'm also glad it was, because I ended up liking that song a lot, and I like this toy, so it works out. But anyways, this is the beginning part. Alright, and this is the ending part. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. Love it. And it's funny because for the longest time, as I was obsessed with this toy, of course, when I was trying to find videos of this V-Bot back then, because mine was dead, so I just had a dead V-Bot for a long time. Came across this, saw it, I'm like, oh my gosh, the music's so cool. And I actually downloaded the original video that I saw it, just so I can listen to the music, because I, at the time, had no idea what the name of the song was, along with the fact that, like, you know, like Shazam and such didn't exist back in the day. So I could not just be like, okay, Shazam, what's this song? No, I couldn't do that. It wasn't until years later that I managed to, I think, either Shazam it using my computer, using a different type of software, or Shazamming it itself with one of the mini videos there was for this one, and then it finally came up as the Dawn or intro for Dreamtale, and I was literally mind blown. I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This sounds so freaking cool. And then with the Transformers one, was kind of a dead giveaway. When you listen to the demo video from Fengwan that they posted, well, they didn't post it. Another YouTube channel posted it, and from there I'm like, okay, that sounds like Transformers. That is undoubtedly Transformers. So there's that. And now let me see if I can try to get these synced up with who did what dance. So give me 1 second. Let's put an A. Well, let's see. Okay, so you move back. I think it was B. Okay. I'm trying to do this by memory. It's very tedious. I'm just trying to remember which one was which. see. What was this one? What was A? Okay, that was him with his arms up. No. Nope. Okay, I think I got it now. Okay, so I think. There we go. Alright, so that was A and C for that one. Now let me see what was B and B. I can't remember. Oh, hi Conan. This is Nintendo 110's dog named Conan. He's part of the video. Say hi, Conan. He's very shy.
He's gonna answer a phone call.
Oh, he has a phone call. Okay, he hanged up. Alright, let's get back to the robots. Off away he goes. Thank you for visiting, Conan. Have a good day. Hopefully you get a call back from whoever called you. Alright, let's see. I think B and B were the same. Could be wrong. Let's see. Okay, that's your B. No, okay. Okay, so I think with this one it was C and B that were flipped. I got it. There we go. Okay, of course this one finishes it, but this one goes longer. Alright, stop you. Something I will say, guys, I've been wanting to do this for years. Ever since I've had the V-Bots finally running, and then once I finally got my hands of the first fake one, I've been wanting to do a video like this. So seeing this happen, it's freaking cool. Alright, so what did we do? We did C and B. So I think it was B. So what was your B? Okay, and I think it was A. Okay. B and A. I'm dead serious, guys. This is so freaking cool. Wait. Why are you going the opposite way? Okay, whatever. Well, I guess that's all I gotta show you guys. This has been the comparison between Johnny Lightning's V-Bot and Fing1's RC changeable car. It has been absolutely awesome filming this. Seeing both these side by side, because I have yet to see a video where someone else has done this years ago, where you get both the legit one and the bootleg side by side. So this is I honestly kind of want to say this is the first time something like this happens, and it's been an honor to actually show this. I could have done something like this much earlier with the first V-Bot I had with no remote, but it would have kind of just not been the same. But actually having one with the remote to do this is incredible. So seeing this, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are gonna be like, "Holy crap, this is so cool!" Like I said before, I never noticed that the dances he does are just basically the same dances as him, just with different music. But I guess it's time to get back into robot mode, and I will soon end the video. Alright, and then with this dude, I gotta help him. The thing I like about with him is that he actually has some special animations for his arms when he transforms back into a car. Here we have Conan again, once more. Yay, he waved.
He's waving to the cars.
He's like saying goodbye. Well, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said, I probably will make this again in the future once I have the other V-bots here at this house, which is going to be a little bit more crazier, but also really cool to show you and go into full detail, and possibly also add in a few edit the video and add in a few extra images on the internet, including a prototype V-bot that I wish to see in action one day, but it was very interesting. I can say that. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you all in the next one.